Hi there, Akko here again, back in my single player ultimate let's play. I've literally just logged on. I've got a message there saying Applied Energistics has got an update, which Applied Energistics is I'm going to be setting up all my resource handling on this server. That's my plan. I think I'm going to put a couple of boards up and put my plans on, so we can have a little bit of structure in this let's play. Since last time, I've still got no power. I've got to change around the things here. I didn't like the tank under the floor. I put a tank there, but I put the squeeze in the wrong place. But I've just started squeezing some of my seeds. I've got a bit of seed oil, a carpenter med. I can make my first apiary pretty soon. I've got a set of thermal expansion machines. As I said, no power yet, so induction smelter. I've just been powering them off to Sterling as I need them. Induction smelter, pulverizer, ignis extruder, magma crucible, liquid transposer. Now, people who are knowledgeable will know that a magma crucible needs nether brick, so that lets you know that I've been to the nether. If you look up here, so I've got another portal over there. Now, I've only stepped in there. I literally went in, grabbed maybe a stack of netherrack and a little bit of glowstone. I've got a chunk loader, which is why I've just logged on. You see all my stuff's grown. I've got a soul forge and I've got an enchanting table. Now, I managed to make some books. Obviously, cows give you leather, sugarcane gives you paper, so you make your books. And I've enchanted my first book. If you remember, I was up to level 30-ish yesterday. Enchanted my first book, and I believe I got looting 2, so I've not put it on anything yet. I'm going to keep enchanting books until I get a soul stealer, then I'm going to make a vile sword. So I'm going to go through what I did yesterday anyway. Now, this mod pack has got equivalent exchange 3. Now, Parma, the guy who makes it, seems like a very nice guy, but it does. It's debatable whether he understands. Nah, this sounds harsh. It's debatable whether he understands balance too well, because I used to play Tekkit, and I played the full Tekkit pack, but I disabled equivalent exchange 2 because it was just too powerful. I think one of the first servers I made, I ended up making a power flower, getting diamonds from sunlight every 17 seconds or something, and I was going to make a castle out of diamond blocks, and I thought, nah, this is too powerful, so I disabled equivalent exchange 2. I took it out of the pack. But this has got equivalent exchange 3 in, which I've got to admit is very useful, but it does feel a little overpowered still. And there's not a lot of things in it as yet. Minium stone, that's your equivalent exchange 3 tool. Oops. And with this, I can do some crazy stuff. For example, now, how did I get some obsidian? Because I've not got a diamond pick. Well, what I did was went to my crafting table, or my crafting tool. 2 bits of log will get you a bit of obsidian. So you need 12. Do you need 10? You need a minimum of 10 obsidian to get a nether portal. So that's 20 logs. That's nothing. So I could get enough obsidian there to get a nether portal. And the other crazy thing that it makes is 4 iron ingots will get me an ender pearl. So that's how I've been able to make chunk loader. I've only killed 1 enderman so far yet. Even though I've only killed 1 enderman, I've got a couple of ender pearls. And another thing it does is, I'll put them back, 4 gold and change to a diamond. Now I know this is all based on its EMC value, but seems a little easy to me. I don't know. That said, I'm going to use it still because it's in the pack. What I'd really like to see is Parma put a maybe a difficulty config in, and I have all the recipes, a lot of the recipes set to off, and then people or server admins can set the ones on at their wish. It's nice that I've got ender pearls because I've got a chunk loader, but I should have had to kill enderman for it really. I mean, with a stack of iron, I can make enough ender pearls to make ender eyes to get to go find an end portal, and I can get into the end pretty quick. So I might actually do that in this video. What I want to do in this video, so I'm going to go into the nether, have a look around. I'm going to make a Twilight Forest portal. So because I've got obsidian, I made a soul forge. Soul forge, pretty straightforward. It's what you need for all your soul shard stuff. So this is the beginning step. You need a vile dust and a glowstone. And a vile dust is just a smelted soul sand. So one vile dust, one glowstone, some obsidian, a bit of smooth stone. You'll get you a soul forge. In your soul forge you can make vile. Oops, my other video's finished encoding. You can make your vile iron, corrupted iron ingots, I believe they're called, which you can make your sword to get your soul stealer enchants on. And obviously you can make your soul shards in there. Your soul shard is just you need 8 bits of the corrupted essence. So 8 corrupted essence in there, and a diamond will give you 3 soul shards. So that's how you get started on getting your XP grinders and such like. Now, I'd normally go for a enderman grinder, well, enderman to get ender pearls, but because I can get ender pearls, as I said, with this colour exchange, I probably won't bother. What I'm going to try and do is get a soul shard with a wither in it, with a skeleton, and see about getting up to a tier 5 with a skeleton drop grinder. Now, one thing I found when I was down here, so I'm just going to run down real quick, see if I can find it. In fact, what I can do is, if I go to my waypoints, I can turn it on, so I've got a waypoint to it. If you look, I found a dungeon, which, I thought that was a creeper then. So green panics. If I head down here, I can hear some slams, which are quite useful. A couple of things I want to clear up from the last video is I said I want blaze powder for a coke oven. Obviously, I mean I want blaze powder for a blast furnace. Bricks and sand make a coke oven, which I've got, so I'll be making one of them pretty soon. And blaze powder and slams get the magma creams to make your blast furnace. So you can start making steel then. So how do we get up to here? Yeah, it's this way, I believe. Nope, next one. Right, there should be some coal. There it is. I'll have to find that slime at some point and pinch its slimy goodness. It's up there, innit? Cool, I'll be back for that. So what I found around here was a little dungeon, a couple of chests, and a skeleton spawner. Now, in the previous version, if you get your soul shard, and if you get a single wither skeleton in, you can then come into the overworld, and any skeleton spawners you find will actually add to the wither soul shard, wither skeleton soul shard. So I'm going to see if that still works. He may have changed it because I don't know if it was classed as being a bit unintended, but basically with a soul shard, if you right click on any spawner, it'll give you 200 of that spawner, 200 kills from that spawner. So we need one with a skeleton kill to get that process on the go. And with the skeletons, of course, spawn in nether fortresses. No, it's a bit dark down here. Hope you guys can see alright. If it is a bit dark, let me know and I'll sort the... Right, there's water up there as well, isn't there? So I don't want to drown myself. So let's see where this goes. Making a bit of an arse of this because I play with the window quite small, so it's 720p. I've got my monitor's pretty big, but it makes my old man's eyes not really good at seeing. I actually think I know where he is. I'm doing this all wrong, Come up here, it opens up into a ravine. And I think that guy's just in the ravine. So I'll stop dicking about. Come up here, have a quick check around, make sure there's no creepers going to sneak up on me. I assume safe if that way. Yep, and there he is, look. So I can just get him from here. And any slime balls are probably going to fall down that hole that I've made. These quartz crystals, if you stand on them, well, that's a quartz crystal damaging me. Let's jump down here, see if there's any slimes down there. Whee! I've got 5 slime balls out of that, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, so that's a skeleton shard I've got. Where was I up to? With the skeletons come from nether fortresses, so we're going to need to look for one of them. I'll be looking for one of them. To do that, I'm going to make a jetpack. It's probably one of the first IC2 things I'm going to make. And of course, for that, I'm going to need some kind of fuel, some kind of IC2 power generation. Now, that's something else I wanted to cover. My power generation. See, I've got them thermal expansion machines. I've got no power yet. Now, previously, I've done stuff like go straight for an arboretum, start getting saplings, make biomass. I've done a peat bog in the past. They're good ways of getting started, but I want to do something different in this. So, a couple of things just to get me started a little bit. You may notice in my inventory I've got a biogas engine and I've got a bucket of milk. Now the biogas engine obviously needs a lava to kickstart it. So if I place that and show you. If I wanted it over my smelter for example, it has 2 things there. The slag's just gone in from there. Ignore that for now. Now I believe, yep, put milk in there. It only produces 1 EU a tick, 1 MJ a tick, but milk's essentially an unlimited source. Now I can make a deployer. Come on, creeper, let's have a bit. I can make a deployer that will automatically milk the cows. So essentially I've got an unlimited source of milk. So just for sake of doing it different, I'm going to set up a little system off camera, I'll show you next time, that feeds buckets of milk into the biogas engine. So I'm going to need 1 bucket of lava, just you need that to kickstart it, a biogas engine. But 1 bucket of lava in there is all you need. And then I'm going to set up some buildcraft pipes until I get some conduit. Now, I also said I didn't like buildcraft pipes. You may have seen the annotation. I do like buildcraft pipes for items or target gates and all the control that gives. I really like a lot. The gold pipes are cool, emerald pipes are cool. The conductive pipes I'm not a real fan of, because they're just, any power you put into them, it just gets wasted if it's got nowhere to go, and they explode quite a bit. So I'm not a big fan of them. But yeah, item pipes are all good. For liquid, so they're alright, but as soon as I get liquid ducts, I'd rather have liquid ducts. And power pipes, I'd really rather have redstone conduit, which is why I've got the transposer and the magma crucible made ready to make them. But I want to set up a little system with some conductive pipes just to get this going. I'll get the biogas engine in the corner over there, feed the pipes over the top, so I've got power to all this. I'll set up a little system with the cows and the milk. The other thing I'm going to do is, I've had a quick look on a wiki. I'm going to set up a Steve's Carts tree farm, so I get myself some wood and some saplings from that. What we can do now is, I'd say we can go to the nether and see what's there. So I'm just going to sleep, even though I'm going to the nether, so I don't know why I did that. Zycraft tank, by the way, if you was curious, if you've not seen one before. I've not wired it, I've not connected it right. I was curious to see if the squeeze would put straight into the valve, but it doesn't, so I'm going to feed my Sleedo straight into a carpenter, to be honest. But once, at some point, I'm going to start using these. I just want to make one, see what it look like. So basically, once you put the valve in, you right click on the valve and it turns it into a tank. So if I just break the valve there, you see it's not a tank now, it's just a separate set of blocks. Put the valve in, it's still a separate set of blocks. Right click the valve, becomes a multi-block structure. It's a tank that can hold 432 buckets. That's pretty cool. So let us head into the nether. Kill this guy on the way. Now, spawners, I'm going to want a few. I'm going to want a creeper spawner, because it's the best way of getting gunpowder. You can make gunpowder with this stuff indirectly, cracked sand. Make it a saltpeter, mix it with sulphur, some other stuff, you get gunpowder that way. But the best way is just get a creeper spawner, really. Make a drop trap. Get your gunpowder, that's how I get my gunpowder on the other server. I'll be doing the same on this. So there's a few soul shards we're going to go for. We'll be doing a cow one for leather and steak, so I've got plenty of meat. We'll be doing this looks real dark to me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to my, I think the video settings there, is it? I'm going to put my brightness up. Yeah, I'll put it to bright, see if hopefully that makes it a bit better for YouTube. So we're up pretty high. Yeah, I've been making a cow spawner for leather and steak, so I'll have no shortage of leather for books and stuff, and for food, steak for food. I'll be making a chicken spawner for feathers, because they're very useful for farmcraft stuff. With a skeleton spawner, if that method works. If not, I'll probably just make a skeleton spawner. I'll work towards a wither skeleton as well, but if I have to actually kill 200 and something wither skeletons, I'll still do that. Because wither skeletons drop nice stuff. You get bones, which is useful for bone meal and stuff. I can set up a better way of getting seed using a farming turtle, I think, feeding it with bone meal, and it'll insta grow stuff and then insta chop it down. It drops coal, which is really useful because you can process the coal into diamonds, and to drop a lot of weapons that you have to get rid of, and of course to drop. God, I jumped out my bloody skin then. But lots of useless weapons that you have to get rid of, and of course to drop wither skulls. We're going to need some wither skulls to fight some withers at some point. Now, I generally fight withers down in a pit on my main server that I play. I think I may steal Direwolf's idea and make a force field system, because it's on his channels it works very well. Right, before I go any further, I'm rambling a bit. not really doing much action, so you just listen to me babble, not do anything. I want to put a waypoint here, so I do that by pressing B. I kind of waypoint there. Now, with this map, the waypoints stay on whether you're in the other world or what, so when I get back into the other world, I'll just go into the settings there and I'll turn that off so it's not showing all the time. But for now I'll leave that on. So yeah, we're pretty high up. The gas to see me. Now, I'm probably going to need a bow. Sort these guys out. These guys die real easy, they're just so awkward to reach. So it's probably not going to come near enough to me because they're dicks. So I'm going to cut there, I'm going to go make a bow, I'm going to come back. Okay, so I'm back at my house. I just made a bow. Unfortunately I've only got 10 arrows. Now you can make arrows using flint sticks and feathers, but as mentioned I've got no feathers yet. So I'm only going to be able to kill a couple of ghasts if my aim's any good, which it's not always very good. What I've also made is I've made some books, and to make things a bit safer down there, my chests are all getting a bit too full. What I'm going to do is let me make 8 of them. Oops. What I'm going to do here is make some book stands, and we're going to make our first Mistcraft linking books. Now, linking book, all you do is you put a book in your crafting square, turn it into linking books. I know this linking book will link me to this spot here, but if I was to open it, it won't work in the other world because it's in the same dimension. Now, there is a thing called a link modifier that in previous versions you could make out of diamonds and gold. And I think in the current version the recipe's been disabled, but you can cheat them in. But I'm not going to. Yeah, look, there's no recipe. Oh, I just don't know if any has. Oh yeah, no recipe. Well, that's a link modifier. What you can do with that is you can change the properties of the book to make it intralinking, so you can use it in the same dimension, and you can make it so it follows you, which means it doesn't drop on the floor when you use it. You can actually keep it on you, which is really useful for falling in lava and stuff like that. You can just keep a following book on your bar intralinked, so you can always get back to a safe spot. Now, XCompWiz, the mod maker, said he's going to put in ways of making those traits back in, but currently it's disabled. So we'll see about that. We'll have to see what's what with that. Now, I've not used this new version of Mistcraft yet. I was to see if I could rename my book, but I don't think I do it in there. I think I do it in a what's called a book binder. I was going to rename that to House so I know where it went, but no big deal. I'll make a couple of them. I'll make 3. I have them all in the same spot. I'm going to chuck a couple in my bag there, and I'm going to leave a couple of them stands out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put one stand over there in my bed, and let's head back to the nether. So yeah, I've got my bow. Now, hopefully, once I start getting a bit of XP, I could just go down and grind from that skeleton spawner down there. Start getting some books. Hopefully I'll get the infinity book, which means that you get infinite arrows. You just need to have one arrow in your inventory and it'll never run out, which is really nice. So hopefully I'll get that. Let's fight our way to the portal. This is probably why I slept last time. Now, I also decided, yeah, during that little break there, between this episode and the next, now, fight Endermen, looking at the feet, they don't teleport so much, I've found. Let's get some food in us before we die. So if you look up at an Enderman's face, he'll keep teleporting away from you. If you look down at his feet and chop his toes off, they don't seem to teleport so much. Right, I think we're safe enough. Or not. Also, when you're fighting skeletons, try and get other skeletons in between. No, I'm in trouble here. Well, there's the first death. Caught on camera. Easy way of doing this. You can see I put the maps put me a little death point on there. Easy way of doing this is sleep, turn the lights on. Son of a bitch. Come on, burn you fucking thing. Well, now I'm not sure how these tanks hold their the value, but if that was full, I know the railcraft tanks, they hold all the data stored in the centre block at the bottom. But, I'm guessing these might hold it in the valve. I'm not sure what happens if your tank blows up. Something I'll find out before I actually put stuff in them, I think. Right, let's recover. So that guy did under a tree. Now these linking books, you see that's on the floor now. To pick them up, let's see if it's still the same. Yeah, to pick them up you actually need an empty hand. And shift right click it with an empty hand and put it into that slot. Yep, got all my stuff back I believe. That's all good. Avenge myself. And we'll kill this cow for not helping. That's all. Right, back into the nether. So we've still got our gas up here. Hopefully this guy will give us I think there's two. Of course the other way of fighting the ghast is there. Playing table tennis with him. I always forget about that way. Let's put some fires out. So what I'm going to want is, this video is probably running pretty long already. What I want to do is I want to get down to lower ground. So run down here. Ultimately what I'm going to be looking for is a nether fortress. But my immediate needs are going to be soul sand and nice lava source. Now you may notice there's ores in here, which is very nice. These ores actually give more than the overworld ores, but what they do, if I mine that, it aggro all these pigments, so you've got to be careful when you're mining down here. Interesting. So it's not without its risks. Is this safe? Now this looks a bit dangerous because I'm going far away from my portal. But there's a reason why I don't mind doing that, and it's because of the linking books I brought. Now what I'm going to do here is just going to dig into here. Don't know why I was getting stuck there. Got myself a little hole here, just to protect from ghasts. Now, put my book down there, my stand. Put my linking book on it. Now that will get me back home. But I obviously want to get back here as well. So I'm going to make a book here. And this one will get me back here. So now what I can do is, that'll get me down to there. And this one get me back in there. So I can get to this soul stand pretty quick, and I've got a good source of lava here, which is pretty nice too. So I'll get a little bit of soul sand because I want some corrupt essence. For making a soul stealer sword. Now I'll probably get rid of this book once I find a better spot, but I just wanted to show you. I'm going to want somewhere with some glowstone around. There's not a lot down here, but there's a little bit of soul sand around, and it's a nice safe place. I could put an apiary down here to get some sinister bees, breed up to demonic bees. See, it needs to be chunk loaded. There's a bit of glowstone up there, so we'll have it, I think. And I think that should probably be fit for this video, because it's probably running on a bit because I've been babbling. Yeah, between this video and next, I'm going to make some wooden sands. I'm going to put them on my wall. I want to work out a plan of action. So these Let's Plays have got a bit of structure, so we'll know where we're going. Our immediate needs are power, both Buildcraft and IC2. EU power, because I'm going to make an electric jetpack. I might actually make a fuel jetpack. I've never made a fuel jetpack before. I'm not sure how quick I can get to being able to produce fuel for it, but I'll have a look at that off camera as well. And I may make a fuel jetpack. But yeah, we need power and any sort of some spawners, because I want XP so I can start enchanting my gear. It makes a massive difference enchanting, so that's an initial goal. So power and grinders, pretty much. Power and soul shards. So I'll leave it there for now. Not this one too boring. Maybe a bit informative, and I hope you join me next time. So I shall see you then, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.